there, they are not to give up. I agree. But you got to remember, what they're hoping for is unseen. Can you receive that? I'm giving a natural illustration. I know the end is right here, but what you're hoping for is unseen. And God does not always let us know we're almost there. Then on the other hand, there is an indication that we're almost there, but the indication is coming from an area that we don't expect. When the devil looks like he's getting after you with everything in his arsenal, when it looks like he has jumped with you, on you with all fours. Let me tell you why I say all fours. Because the Bible said, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, as a roaring lion, seeks whom he may devour. When it looks like he has pounced upon you with everything he has, when it looks like everything is falling apart at the seams, I came to tell you this afternoon that you are not far from a manifestation. I didn't say it's coming tomorrow. Your near might be different than my near, depending on where I am in the process. The devil don't want you to come out. He doesn't want you to be healed. He doesn't want you to be delivered. He doesn't want you to be debt free. He doesn't want any of those things. So he deals with us in our present. How you doing? Fine. Well, you know, in some blessing, holiday, whatever. Just don't condemn me when I say fine. That all? Okay, no, I ain't got time to be getting deep. Okay? I'm doing all right. I'm serious. I ain't even gonna go there. Because some of the same people that say blessed and highly favored crying when they get home. Nah, that's all. Ain't everybody. Here's my thing. If that's how you are, be there. But don't say it because you heard somebody else say it. How you doing? I'm all right. I'm blessed. Whatever you want to say. I say, well, how you doing? I'm doing good. I'm blessed. You still ain't out of it, though. Why are you saying you all right then? By faith. I ain't out of it, but I'm still here. And some folk will get tired of you going through. And it's kind of good because if you care about somebody, you want it to hurry up and get over. Good God Almighty. But there's a process going on. And that's what I love about the Lord. He'll have somebody to encourage you on your journey. The devil messes with us in the present. Y'all listening to me? You might not be where you were, but it's present right now with you. You might not be where you want to be, but when I inquire as to how you doing, it's the present. Y'all listening to me? I got to move on from there. So he messes us with the present. Now he's still doing what I'm getting ready to say now a little bit, and to some people, especially those who had just been delivered. If there's anybody just been delivered, the enemy really messes with you on your past. He'll say, you ain't delivered. Look at you. Trying to act like you all that. You ain't been delivered. And try to set up some opportunities for you to do what's in your past. Come on, somebody. And ain't nobody exempt.
That's right. That's right.
You got some folk that said, boy, if I won't say, if this were the me way back then, I would have told them so and so. I'm glad you ain't where you used to be. Because in my flesh, life no good thing. Anybody glad you ain't where you used to be? Then there's those that have been delivered and folk just don't want to accept it. Don't worry about it. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Let God prove that thing through you. But then when folk let the devil know you ain't getting me with that no more. What has happened is happened. It's over. I moved on. He'll mess with your present. Sometimes he'll mention your past in light of your present. He says, you where you are now called what you did. There's a part truth to that. Because decisions that we made in the past, come on, contribute to what we go through sometime now. But I want to remind you that when you stop sowing unrighteous seed, although you do have to reap what you sow at some point, you ain't going to be reaping all the time if you quit sowing unrighteous seed. And I say that because some folk will make you think that you're still reaping some stuff that you done already reaped. Come on. All right, so he did with your presence. Look at you. Look at you now. And they'll say, he gonna say, you're gonna be in this situation always. He's making reference to your future, but he's dealing with you in the present. He's talking to you in the present. Ain't nothing gonna change. You're gonna stay. And you know what? And sometimes look like time ain't on your side. But you know what? It don't have a thing to do with time. It has everything to do with season. You remember when I told y'all some time ago, and if you weren't there when I said it, this might be new to you. Remember when I made the statement that we can't get caught up on the weather? We need to understand seasons. You remember I said that? I heard a brother say it another way the other day that blessed me. It was on the radio. He said, you know, what people need to understand is that God operates in seasons. And sometimes what we go through are temperature changes. He said, but it's still the same season. That's what I was trying to tell you when I said the weather. See, the weather changes. The temperature can change, but you can still be in the same season. See, listen, it can feel like winter in the summer, but it's still summer. Come on, somebody. It can feel like summer in the winter. And you know what we say? Oh, it's unseasonably warm today. What he was saying, what I tried to tell you some time ago. Don't get caught up on temperature change. Because if you get caught up on temperature changes, then you're going to start changing. Anybody catching this? Are you really catching it? Are you really catching it? And I ain't trying to sound smart. I'm just getting ready to say this because I see the concept. That's why I am determined I am not going to be a thermometer. I'm going to be a thermostat. I'm not going to let my environment determine whether I'm up or whether I'm down. Y'all ain't studying this. I ain't going to let the weather dictate to me. The temperature in my season can change, but I ain't gonna change my attitude. Sound like Paul, doesn't it? He said, in whatever state you're in, be content. Come on, somebody. But when it's cold, Celsius, the thermometer, the mercury in the thermometer goes down. When it's hot, it goes up. Are you gonna let weather changes, temperature changes, make you get down and out? Cause it look like God ain't doing what he said. You still in your season. It's just a temperature change. And the temperature is trying to change your temperature. So when it's cold during my season, I ain't gonna drop and be cast down in my spirit. I'm gonna lift up my head. I'm going higher, even though the temperature says I'm supposed to drop down. Attitude of gratitude.
Yes, sir.
Now, lest all this start sounding like cliches, let me give you the word. Yeah, let me give you some scripture. Because remember, I tell you that the enemy messes with us in our present. And I showed the connection between hope, faith, and patience, right? Patient endurance. We endure. See, whenever we're waiting for something unseen, you hear me? We persevere. Huh? We wait with perseverance, which means that we are willing to endure the present. So what are some